Hello everyone and welcome back to the FACEIT CSGO League. We're at Stage 3. I'm your host Richard Lewis and of course your FACEIT casters are James Bardolph and DDK. Very shortly we're going to be getting into the, well, we had the penultimate game, so this must be the ultimate game. It's Virtus.pro versus Fnatic, usually fit for event finals, but recently both teams have been in a bit of slump when it comes to the big events. And of course the big storyline, this is the new look Fnatic, the non-Pro Nax era, the Dennis era, as you like to call it, James, because you're a massive fan of Dennis.
I thought you were going to say massive something else for a second there, but yeah, no, I am, but
that might also be true.
We are waiting to see what the new leadership is like. That's the main question. Rather than Dennis, I think just like long term, because yeah, flusha has been doing some in-game leading for a little while, but a little while is only so good. So I'm just told that Fnatic is starting on the CT side as well. So long term, what is the leadership going to be like? We've said that, you know, I know you mentioned that flusha has been underperforming recently where he's been leading. So obviously maybe it's an impact from having to concentrate on the overall scope rather than his own screen. We'll have to see.
I was thinking about this quite a bit, and I actually think this should be 50-50, but I actually feel like Virtus.pro, despite their results not being super great at the moment, I actually think they're going to win. I actually don't think it'll be that bad for them either. Of course, it's Fnatic, so you always have to be worried about them. But one of the keys on this map is olofmeister, and he's not been performing recently. Like he's the guy that really opens up the T rounds, and classically has done so. I think in every major tournament on this map, specifically for the team, he's the guy that dives in there, makes stuff happen. But he's been underperforming. If you count that with the fact that flusha also has been underperforming, shoved onto the in-game leader role, I feel like we're going to see a weak Fnatic still that's looking to adjust with Dennis as the in-game leader. Oh, sorry, Dennis as the replacement and flusha as the in-game leader.
Well, I will leave it to you guys. Enjoy and may the best team win.
All right, so here we go. We've got 4 CTs in the A-bomb site. Trolling happening already. Smoked off is Pop Dog, but the T's are going to run through it. They don't give a damn. We've got a wall of smokes in the site as well. A few gaps though, but it is Virtus.pro finding the frag so far. Man advantage. Bomb gets planted very quickly indeed. And the CT is going to be in a nasty situation. flusha and JW remain. They've on opposite sides of the map, of the site, should I say. And now it's only flusha. Finds one headshot. See if he can find any more. These two last players are within tapping distance. But they don't need to peek. They can wait for the defuse attempts. And indeed, it'll be down to JW to clean things out. Wow, Snax coming out. But again, Neo can just wait. The smoke as well. Oh, wow. Is Neo going to be able to find the angle? JW's only got 33 HP. And he's... Oh, my God. He's left him. What? Damn.
Get wrecked.
Oh, my God. The lack of X...
It's too much. Just crash the game.
Game has crashed, of course.
And you guys, if you're wondering what you can win with your unicorns, well... Heatsink fan.
Yeah, so just like yesterday, back on train, the T's went around, the game crashes.
That was quite funny though. That was like the last millisecond. I want to see what timing
because Reese turned off the X-ray, we don't see anything coming. So just boom, suddenly, just so close. Because I thought like JW goes up the ladder. They're in a 2 versus 1. There's no need to peek until you hear a diffuse sound. But for some reason, Snax comes out onto the site when JW goes up the ladder, and then. I don't know why, and then he just gets headshot by a flying JW. I thought JW had that, and out of nowhere, I don't know how much time was left on that, maybe, I don't know, 0.3 seconds or something, and then boom.
Yeah, it was pretty close. I've already had that round there. Because also we see like that all the bullets in the Glock are gone, and then it's like, well, he didn't find it. But apparently he was running towards, which is obviously makes a lot of sense, running towards just in case there's a failsafe, and well, looks like he made it happen, which is a pretty big deal actually, because not only is it a $1,500 for the knife kill, but it's the round 1. So Virtus.pro will kick things off well. And I generally feel like Virtus.pro have an advantage on this matchup, especially with Neo playing so well. So Fnatic with troubling times, I would say. Hopefully we can get back into the game and not miss too much.
Indeed, we should be back into it very soon, and there we are.
There you go.
So there's been a successful anti-eco round from Virtus.pro.
Can we just check the money really quick? Okay, so they didn't actually force buy. So I just wanted to check that. Sorry to interrupt you there. They didn't force buy there, Fnatic. So second round 1, but we'll have another economic round, frugal round from Fnatic. And so far they're actually going to pick up a kill and do some good damage to Snax. But Pasha's coming in with the lawnmower there, the Mac 10, and he's going to get it done. And it's looking like everything is back to normal here for Virtus.pro. So they should be able to get the 3-0 without any further issue, and that's going to happen. And it's going to be Fnatic now, having saved a lot of money because they played so economically there. But they decide not to go for any AWP. Instead, they want all the rifles, and they want also to make sure that they can have all the grenades with those as well. So it's going to be interesting because if Virtus.pro play an execute style, that's going to help Fnatic. But also Fnatic would need to play out close to the yard, close to PopDog and close to T-Main, to have a strong chance of holding those outside executes. But Virtus.pro, that said, they're just splitting up here and they're going for a bit of pressure towards Ali. But with Fnatic having so much defense very far back onto the site, they've got a fast response there. Although Virtus.pro are now quickly remaneuvering back into what looks like it could be an outside execute or push of some kind.
JW's taking a lot of damage here. Other than that, everyone's intact. olofmeister with a good angle, but can he find a spray? Will he be traded? No! olofmeister getting 2 for the price of 1. Virtus.pro on the back foot now. Fnatic looking for their first round, 4 versus 2 for the CTs. Firmly in control of the A-bomb site. KRIMZ going down though, and TaZ has made it a 2 versus 2, so not over just yet. Molotov's coming in, maybe. TaZ can find the angle back, getting shot. Spray down onto Dennis, and down to the 1 versus 1. Now, where is byali? That's the question. flusha sees him by E-Box, and he will get the final frag. An expensive round for Fnatic, but they get the first round on the board here.
Yeah, as you said, the key thing is how expensive it was for them, because Virtus.pro still have enough in the tank to get another buy and to throw it at them. So Fnatic, despite winning that round, are going in with a massive disadvantage on the weaponry. Although it depends on how situationally Fnatic play, and Virtus.pro, they should be able to read that JW is likely going to be playing PopDog with a Mag 7. That's pretty characteristic that he's going to get close, but he's actually going towards Ali with the Mag 7, so that would be a bit surprising. But Virtus.pro looking to actually potentially get a fast round into the inner bomb site. Bit of shock and awe perhaps.
Got a bit of spraying coming in towards those boarded up windows. We saw a frag earlier, yesterday, I think it was the auto sniper in that position. We'll have to wait and see if Fnatic can attain the economy to do such a thing. As usual, nades coming in from the T side, and flusha's going to get caught with a nade in his hand. Full push here from Virtus.pro onto the B bomb site.
Yeah, and look how fast Neo's managed to find his way up the train yard. That's very important, but he critically will not get any frags. So Dennis winning one of the most key engagements in this retake attempt. Although Virtus.pro pushed to such a defense, they got Snax all the way out there in the train yard, and it looks like this dominance, Snax literally towering above his opponents, is going to be able to finish the round off in a pretty clean fashion, only losing 2 players. So Fnatic have been reset on the economy, and assuming they lose this round, they'll get $1,900. So they're going to be looking at something around 4k to 5k. So it's not all that much, or well, 3 to 4k actually. So they'll probably need a double eco, unless they go for a bit of a scrappy buy. I can't do numbers right now, Jay, so I don't even know where I am.
Dan, 1 plus 2 is 3.
Nice.
I don't know if that helps, but let me know if it does. Fnatic, just with the honest pistols here, the P250, the good recoil gun on KRIMZ and olofmeister. Damage is there to be done, but Virtus.pro...
They want to stop. Never mind.
Well...
Stop, stop. No.
Well, alrighty then. Fnatic have nobody on the B-bomb sites at the moment, which is where they might find a lot of advantage. If there's somebody playing on the inside the bomb site, for example, on the train itself. But actually with Neo's angle, that probably would not have been that useful. So that nade is not going to get close enough, but Pash will finish things off with the AK. Bomb should be going down shortly. There is a flank coming in from olofmeister. You can see him walking all the way. If you watch the POVs of olofmeister, you will notice that he does walk a hell of a lot. Very interesting to watch, but there we go. He is still alive. But he's moving towards connector now, as opposed to Pop. Going over to Pop towards the back of B. 4 versus 3. And let's see how much damage Fnatic can do. olofmeister picks up an AK, but it might be wise to go and save that. Indeed, he is the last man standing for his team. And he will make his exit. So, on the subject of POVs, there is 1 POV picked per day, which is uploaded to the FACEIT YouTube. However, it is from the GoTV as opposed to in-eye. So it will differ to what the players are seeing somewhat, but it gives you a general idea of how the players approach situations and are great learning tools.
Something as simple as looking to see how a player actually navigates, because if a professional level player, everywhere that they move, everywhere they choose to actually stand, and how they choose to get there to that position is important. Anyway. More on that later. We do have the start of the next round. And Neo's on the AWP, something we have been enjoying watching in the last couple of days. one of the most legendary players ever to grace the game. Back into Resurgence with the AWP, and there you go. We'll pick olofmeister out the sky like a clay pigeon. And now it's going to be 3 players left for Fnatic on this fight. Dennis will defend once and then twice. So it's not looking too horrendous here for Fnatic thanks to Dennis, but flusha is the last man standing. It's going to be quite tough here to find these 2 players. They're ready to trade as well, and there you go. That is just too impossible. Well,
he got shot.
It is impossible.
He got shot so hard he almost did a backflip down.
Yep.
Have you seen that? Oh, there's a video of these 2 divers. I think it's from Asia somewhere. I can't remember the exact country. Who get like 0.0 on their dives. I'll have to link it later on my Twitter. I can't explain it in the short space of time we have. But that reminded me of that backflip there.
That does sound amazing though.
Landed on his head. Apparently, where they train, since it's Nico, apparently where they train. Ooh, olofmeister. Can he retrieve the gun?
There's a trap, Jace.
He cannot retrieve the gun. Bomb's left in a passive position for Virtus.pro. They have a lot of players head out of Ivy, so Fnatic are going to be missing a lot of map control here with these pistols. But a second frag coming in now for Dennis, and a third one. And they still haven't retrieved any guns, but I mean, they've done so much damage. TaZ and NEO are within tapping distance. They may not even need the rifles to finish off this round, Fnatic.
Oh, wow. A single bullet trained onto NEO as he runs, as KRIMZ runs. That's pretty sick. And Dennis has a massive round there, showing how good he is individually. Of course, you know, the test here for Fnatic is how well they can come together as a team. Because I would say, you know, despite whatever you're going to say about Virtus.pro and their slumping and so on, I feel like individually they're you know, doing all right. They're doing pretty well. I don't think any player's having a particularly bad time. Everyone's kind of playing quite well.
It's all good in the hood then.
Unlike, you know, maybe, you know, Titan at the moment.
So have a look at this. olofmeister's going for the AWP as opposed to JW. So a bit of a change up there. Maybe it's positional based, maybe it's style based. Again, it's something that G2 like to do on trainer as well. Just throw the AWP around all the AWPing players. So we may even see Dennis AWPing later if Fnatic are quite inspired.
These positions though, look how far out in the yard have they even been spotted? It looks like Fnatic don't understand that there's 2 players pushed all the way around, and Snax will pick up a fast drag because of it. And TaZ, he's going to push out at the most pivotal moment when the distraction was in play thanks to the tech line of Snax. And that's going to give them a decisive advantage, although there is only 1 player in advantage, and they still do need to plant the bomb.
Bomb plant going down. JW, oh, it's going to get stuck on the corner of the wall while he tries to stop the plant from going down. Kills the planter, but it's traded by TaZ. So, oh, never mind that. NEO coming in. Another backflip for flusha.
Quite a visceral experience. Okay, so 7-2, and Fnatic are having a pretty awful time. Again, within the top teams, you do see a lot of T-sidedness, or you can see a lot of T-sidedness. But the way that Virtus.pro winning some of these rounds, it looks really good. They often going into defaults, remaneuvering into the A pushes or executes. Sometimes it's more of a contact play like last round, and sometimes it's a bit more of an execute. But they've been doing well. But KRIMZ, he's actually going to pick up the AWP. He's going to spot the entire push. Now, can his teammates rotate in time to defend here? Looks like it's quite good here. flusha will pick up a frag, but the trade comes in immediately. And 3 versus 3 is the situation.
Dennis with the M4, KRIMZ with the AWP, 3 versus 3 as Dan said. And the choke point's being smoked off here. We'll see if Fnatic are brave enough to go through it. No, they're going to rotate through to CT. Again, KRIMZ will have the range on his AWP. Oh, just missing byali there, who's carrying the bomb as well. Bomb will go down. Dennis getting taken down, so now KRIMZ has a decision to make. Does he stay or does he go? Fight or flight? But flight might be difficult because his escape routes are limited. Virtus.pro looking to survive with 3 players here. We will see how hungry they are for the hunt. The worm god, tentacles galore.
Nice shot. It would be really cool for the KRIMZ to survive. Oh dear. 18 HP. Do they have any nades? No. No nades.
Is he going to die from the bomb from this position?
I don't think so.
Oh, it took more than half of his life left.
Oh, the perfect reposition there just in the last second. Oh dear, we're going to have a no Steam log on error. But it's not going to be too long that this will delay us, so that's okay. No need to hit that dial. Don't know that there are dials to be hit, but
what dials? What?
Maybe there? There's some dials.
Well, I mean, a dial to me would be the circular one where you have to twist it.
Yeah. Anyway, TaZ is back in the game. So We'll have Virtus.pro probably. I mean, they have the AWP to worry about from KRIMZ, and they did lose a lot of money there because KRIMZ, I think he took down what 3 players who were hunting him down. So he did a great job in that sense. But Virtus.pro,
this telephone is like a hot rod skin.
it's like a what?
Hot rod skin.
Hot rod skin.
Yeah, you'll see shortly.
Ah.
When the game fades. Well, I don't like this fading thing because I want to look at my skins.
Ooh.
During the spawn
so
time.
red.
I know, it's glorious, isn't it? It's glorious.
That is beautiful.
It's a very nice red. Fnatic on the AWP again, and just the AWP. That's a good start. Snax getting taken down. Again, it's the CTs who get a superior spawn towards the connector area looking into T main. The Ts will be aware of that. So far, unable to punish KRIMZ with a great snap. Is there anybody who cannot AWP on this team, Dan?
Pretty much the answer would be no, especially not now Dennis is in the team. That's going to reinforce the AWPing, but looks like flusha's had a sneaky flank kill and has picked up an AK, but he's without Kevlar. Neo and pasha are left alive, using all the time in the world, but flusha's going to find the frag on pasha. Bomb can be planted by Neo in the meantime. He does have an AK, so I would definitely favor Neo with that bomb down ticking away to win this one. There's no kit for Fnatic either. He's going to find the first engagement. Look how smartly he pulls back, but he could get, I think he heard JW. Look how suspicious he is. Neo is playing this very well, in fact, and there it is. Closes the kill onto flusha, gets dinked though, looking to play the time. Use the footsteps, and Neo with the spray doesn't connect, and JW will get it done, but he's got no kits. He's got time though, I think.
He should be good. He should be good.
Yeah.
He should be good, Dan.
Yeah, he's good.
He's good.
He's great. He's gravy.
All good in the hood.
Where does that come from?
Gravy?
Yeah.
Probably the UK, Dan. He's gravy.
He's gravy. What does it mean?
It's probably from those East London pie and eel shops. Pie and mash shops, jelly deal as well.
Does sound like quite a Cockney thing to say.
Yeah. You can't have the mash without the gravy. Well, you can, but then you'd be a mug, Dan. You mugging me off, you mug.
Alright, we got the push here from Virtus.pro very fast. Look at this. pasha's going to be able to distract the guys. Defending Ali. Oh my god. He might even get Norp if it fell in the right place. I don't think it did. Other side of the train, in fact. But he's opened up Ali for his team, and look at them go. Like the floodgates have been unleashed, and the poles are flowing through.
Well, they've done a lot of work with the weapons they've picked up here. Man advantage for Virtus.pro, looking to break Fnatic as Bane broke the bats, but will they be able to do it? Bombs in their control as well, but flusha's coming in on the flank. The Molotov to try and force them out from their position. What a great play there by flusha to even things up here, but his position is known. What can Virtus.pro do to play on that? The bomb is stuck on the site with pasha coming in for the flank, but he needs to come in good. He needs to come in quickly, and he needs to come in big. He's coming in from connector actually, and Dennis might. So you can see he's repositioning, wondering where the second player is, knowing that he's got to be lurking around somewhere. Positioning himself well, going to get dinked though with that Tech 9, and he's going to get finished off by TaZ. So 1 versus 2 now. flusha trying to kill without being traded. There's the first one. Can he find the second? Down to the pistol for both players, and indeed he will. Saved round for his team. 8-4 now.
Can I just say that the peeking there from TaZ and pasha was awesome. That was awesome. Like how quickly they were doing it, and how perfectly timed it was. Just back and forth, trying to make it as hard as possible. It was just gorgeous. Anyway, 4 rounds for Fnatic, so they do manage to save that. Although it was quite taxing on the economy, they're going to find themselves on 2 Famas, which is not the best. But flusha is speeding with that M4 towards the secret area, and JW will take down Snax. Again, JW's been pretty good, but Neo gets the kill into flusha. So Virtus.pro in a better position, but there's an aggression that could even things up towards the inner area. Indeed, it's olofmeister. He'll get tagged down to 19, but he's given his team a great advantage.
Can they hold on to it though? The bomb's been collected. 4 versus 2, however. Neo looking to go down the slope with the bomb, and he's made it onto the site, but not for long. Bomb's been lost now, and surely byali can't do this one. He's on the wrong site. He's up against 3 players. He's got a minute to play with though, but no, KRIMZ with the FAMAS will be enough. 8-5 now. Fnatic continue to shorten that Virtus.pro lead. And you saw on Twitter olofmeister saying that this was a very important game, with having a duel of the facial expressions with TaZ. I'm not sure who won.
I mean, Fnatic aren't doing very well on the rankings as well, as far as I know, so they actually really need every single win. They could potentially take a loss, but really oh, okay, so this is their final game. So, okay, yeah, they need to win. They definitely need to win this one then. 6 wins and 7 losses so far for Fnatic. Let's see if they can make it 7-7. JW once again is going to open things up for his team. But Virtus.pro, they don't have much to show for themselves, just some pistols. And so far, the pistols are looking rather flat.
Well, not much to report here. Virtus.pro getting shot. Virtus.pro with not much in the name of armor, in fact none. Mere pistols. They are outnumbered by these counter-terrors. The bomb's on the floor as well. But it's right next to TaZ. You can just go for a... They don't seem to know where he is, so he can go for a desperation strafe and try and get a plant. He has time to do it, I think, but he's going to try and force the issue. I hear a blades. Oh dear. Down KRIMZ goes. So he's made the bomb plant for his team, and that's going to be important going into the final round now. 8-6 will be the score in about 10 seconds from now. We'll make it 5 with a defuse kit down.
Yeah, so Fnatic recovering pretty well into their CT side. I think 10-5 is not too horrendous, but they've managed to get the 8-6 so far, so could even get the 8-7. But we'll get another buy from Virtus. And Snax has been, JW has been consistently picking Snax actually towards T main, taking him out of the action early on. If they can try to prevent that somehow, that would be a nice start, because JW seems to be the guy that's they're making the difference early on before the push happens, and to deal with him. And Snax has pulled out the AWP, so he's hungry for vengeance. But there are players close now from Fnatic. Bit of a different look for them. Very
close indeed. Smoke's coming into the main area, and outside of pot shots, who knows who's going to take an advantage there. Smoke's down towards Ivy as well. We've got smokes all over the place. Fire hazards galore here on train. More counter flashes coming in. Will the CTs opt to push through the smoke? That is one question. JW's taking a bit of damage. Other than that, nothing going on just yet. All these smokes will make it a slow round to start, but I'm sure once the first frag comes into the site, it's going to speed up. And there it is. Snax going to jump, find Dennis, and then the follow-up with a shot. JW have the advantage around the smoke, and will swap out for an AK. Goes for the spray, expecting a second player there, but again, they've got to wait for the smokes to go down. Find out the truth. The truth has been found. The truth has been denied.
This is looking great here for Fnatic, and Snax and TaZ just left alive. Now just TaZ, and he's going to get shot in the back. Got to say though, that shot from Snax was really nice. Really nice shot there. Quite cool to see all the boosting action that Virtus.pro are employing recently. It is definitely going to add very well to their arsenal of tactics. And we've seen them swing rounds by doing so many times, and of course that round they actually got the opening from it. Just because they couldn't close in the end doesn't mean that the boost strats for Virtus.pro are weak. They seem like the best team at employing those so far, which is cool to see.
It's nice.
They used to be heralded as the team that was the most innovative with Molotovs on the T side especially, and the CD side to an extent.
Yeah, and the CD side definitely.
And now I would say that you could say the same about them from the boost plays. Yeah,
taking the crown from olofmeister, you might say. See what I did there, Dan?
Yeah.
Yeah, good. 4 Kevlars for the Fnatic side, 3 for Virtus.pro. The stock pistols would have had 2 with initial nades there. JW waiting, byali pushing, JW winning. Ooh, nice angle found by pasha, but he's going to get headshot and then followed up with more bullets from olofmeister, so down he goes. More CTs here to defend Ivy, and it's going to be a 2 versus 1 as the other player makes an escape. 4 versus 2 though. Virtus.pro running out of personnel here.
So the man is alive, but he will die. He did get some money from the kill, at least $300 for him. But Virtus.pro need to force probably. Forcing on train is actually not too horrendous because you can find a lot of really cool angles. In fact, you don't even need Kevlar. You can actually do just as well on many occasions without even investing in the Kevlar, because
one taps.
You can find because the trains. There's so many trains to hide behind, so you can quickly peek out, get some shots, and then take cover again. So you don't need to expose yourself all the time.
Close quarters combat. I forgot what the CQB stands for. It might as well get solid at CQC. Anyway, we have a fast push from Fnatic towards the B bomb site. It's a clearance sale at Debenhams here. Only 2 people left on the curtain rail. Soon to be 1. P90 coming in at long range to take down byali. So Neo with the scout is in the B bomb site. I'm sure he's been spotted. Let's see. No, I don't think he has yet. Indeed, he's going to make an escape and try to save that for another day. There's no tower to hide in like on cobblestone, so we'll have to see if the T's will find him.
Which demonums have you been going to? People on the racks. Sounds quite sinister, James.
So you got to ask for the manager special, Dan.
The manager special. That is ridiculous. Okay, well maybe Neo can do some ridiculous things himself, but P90 is pretty good. Again, you know, the SMGs are able to close distance fast. You can have, they can be very, very good at denying the pistol, the force buys, and that's exactly what happens. So Virtus need to make sure they can save some cash here. Snax actually the guy that's saving for the AWP, it would seem, at the moment. Of course, he can throw it away to another player, but he has the most money by far. But Smack 10, 2 P90s. flusha staying on the 5-7. Fnatic, you'd expect them to have a pretty strong round with this kind of an equipment, or quite a kind of a loadouts. They should be able to just push into the site. But they are waiting for aggression.
It's tense, Dan. Like the 10 seconds before the cinnamon rolls come out of the oven. It's tense.
Why, are you afraid that you bad them or something?
I don't know. I don't know, Dan.
You are spouting nonsense.
You might be right.
Okay, well we have the push finally after all the tension. The
buns are out,
buns
Dan.
are out the oven, yeah.
Now the buns are on fire. pasha goes down. Virtus.pro, of course, are on the eco here. Gonna have one player, that's Snax, coming through the connector, straight onto the bomb side actually. We'll see if he can stop the bomb from going down. No, he can't, because he's gonna get taken down by the pistol of flusha. He's now going to the plant under the gentle cover of his teammates. olofmeister will mount an offense towards CT and get taken down by byali. But that gun will be too far away to retrieve. They're gonna focus on the site itself and see if they can pop any more faces. Make that P250 pay for itself. Well, it already has, but maybe a bonus kill can be had.
The beeping and the kind of static of the radiation.
In the UK, we have a game show host whose name is Bruce Forsyth. You can Google his name and you can see who he is. He has a catchphrase called a Brucey bonus, where when you are doing something in one of the shows, you know, you can get a bit of bonus money. However, on the internet, Dan, that sometimes means something else, something more sinister. So I'm always careful about saying Brucey bonus on these streams, although I am of course saying it now. But in fairness, I'm defining the honest definition of the term here in the UK. So there we go. So again,
I had something to say, but you've wiped my slate clean now with that, the Brucey bonus. Is he still doing shows? Because he's pretty old.
He's like 79 years old.
Is that it?
Yeah. What do you mean? Is that it?
He looks much older than that.
Like what? 90 or something?
Like 85 or something.
I don't know if that's much older when you're in their 80s.
Good 6 years difference at least.
Terry Wogan, he didn't do Children in Need this weekend. We had every year there's a fundraiser in the UK called Children in Need, where BBC have a big show and they do a big fundraiser. Last year I think they raised £34 million in one evening. This year they raised £37 million. And normally Terry Wogan, who also does the Eurovision Song Contest in the UK, never mind that, we're back into the game, Dan. So Virtus.pro have 3 players versus the 3 of Fnatic. flusha on the P90, as we've seen him before. flusha's now dead, of course. The bomb's planted though for Fnatic, and while it's not showing on the radar, I don't think Virtus.pro are going to win this round. So Fnatic extending the lead to 3 rounds here. And this time the game has spared us. Oh no, it hasn't. I don't even know what to say.
Well, continue the Terry Wogan.
So Terry Wogan, right? So, you know, normally he hosts Saved by the Bell. What's it called again? Children in Need.
Saved by the Bell.
I think he saved the children because there's a charity called Save the Children. He hosts Children in Need and Eurovision Song Contest, but he didn't do it this year because of health reasons. So maybe he's getting a bit long in the tooth, as they say. He's an old man, but Wogan's a beast. We like Wogan, do we not? He has a very gentle kind of sarcasm, which is quite amusing, especially when the Eurovision Song Contest is on. Because that's a hard thing to keep entertaining, Dan. It's a very hard thing to keep entertaining.
Actually, you've never watched Eurovision because...
Wogan is money.
Yeah.
He's money.
He's money, baby.
The only reason that I would ever watch that when it was on was because of Wogan.
I know producer Reese loves to watch Eurovision.
That doesn't surprise me at all. So hopefully we can manage to stay in the game. Oh, JW's doing massive things here in A main. Only byali remains. JW's been tagged in the frags he was gathering there. And now everything slows to a halt.
I wonder what reading that is on the Geiger counter. Ooh, that was so damn close there for byali. He almost had that frag. Making a spot for JW, but there's up the train, the baits. And Dennis is going to finish him off. That was very, very close, actually, that situation. JW coming out huge, though. He's really performing so far with the AWP in the key moments.
Okay, I thought it was going to crash again. Dan!
Why does it crash on when T's run around?
I don't know.
It's disconcerting.
I don't know. It's very frustrating.
Anyway, so we have a mag 7 on Snax. The Snax is actually playing close to PopDog as well. Is he gonna savage them? Is he gonna eat them up? Is he gonna make a meal of Fnatic? Doesn't know which way to look. He does have support as well. He does have byali on top of the train. So if this push with the smokes comes over the top into the yard, Snax and byali will be able to frag as they spill out the choke point. But if they don't get those frags, their round is essentially lost most of the time. So a lot of pressure there if indeed the execute is coming from Fnatic, and it looks very much like it will.
So Fnatic breaking the windows to at least suggest that there could be a smoke execute towards the A site, but it could be a fake as well. That could be just a MIG breaking of those glass windows could pull a rotation from Virtus.pro towards the A site. Indeed, you can see Neo moving out of B towards the other end of A, just in case an execute is coming from Fnatic, and indeed, it seems to be. Flash is coming into main, but byali is standing loud and proud on top of the train, and he will hold things down there for the time being. pasha trying to mount an offense in return. Only JW left now. The bomb is down as well, and there's 20 seconds for him to try and do something here. Neo is going to be the man of the plans to take him down and put Virtus.pro back to winning ways. 3 rounds behind Fnatic now, who are sitting on a lot of money and will have a superior buy to Virtus.pro in this round.
Yeah, basically that round, that was one of the most important rounds for Virtus.pro. I mean, if they lose that one, they are basically out the game. They have to eco, and Fnatic will essentially be on 14, 15 rounds. So pretty good one for Virtus.pro to win. But can they keep it going? Look at the pixels that JW has to spot with here. Now, Virtus.pro maybe going with an alley push. They do have, I think, pasha pushing that.
I wonder if that counts as a penetration. It does buy down to 30 HP.
That's sick. We got the push here potentially from the T's back to PopDog. Snax is playing close. Very risky. pasha and Snax need to deliver here for Virtus.pro to win the round. And pasha's dead.
See how olofmeister chose to make his exit rather than push. They have a minute on the clock here, and we'll see if it pulls a rotation from Virtus.pro, if it stretches them a little bit more across the map. But how much stretching will it cause? Will it be until the band breaks?
I mean, one thing that Snax did there, when his teammate died on alley, he threw an incendiary, because if they were going to push off the back of that kill, what he does is he staggers the push, and then only has to worry about necessarily one side. Oh, JW spotted Snax, and JW coming from the back. So 3 players there for Virtus.pro there. Prospects look very poor indeed. And Fnatic starting to really deliver on the T side. JW's been hitting so many key shots. It's awesome to see.
Look at the fake coming into the B bomb site. They have rotated the second player, but Neo is here with the AWP. He's taken one down. It might be hard to get the bomb plant in. He's trying to Molotov to stop it as well, but JW waiting. JW punishing. And now, because of that fake into the B bomb site, the rotation will be long from Virtus.pro. TaZ goes down already, just byali now. Left. He was sold all the way to B, but only found Wellington boot there. JW will finish things off. Again, they had so many nades, they had so many smokes into B. They put 1 player, did Fnatic, into the B bomb sites. And byali rotated all the way from A into deep into B, into the last lane, leaving 1 Virtus.pro player alone. And the Horde came his way, Dan. And the rest is history. From
this point, it's unlikely that Virtus.pro will be able to mount a comeback. Just from an economical perspective, their chances are very slim. Not to say that they can't, but their chances are incredibly slim at this point. And they've gone full eco, they have to. So this will be a free round for Fnatic as they storm the A-bomb site and pick up all the kills. There's not much to do really for Virtus.pro, but to just sit there and take the pain. And that is what they're doing. TaZ has found a sneaky position there. He could even eke out a kill. It won't have economic consequence for the teams though, but it would be nice for him for the extra $300.
So Fnatic 2 rounds away from victory here in an important game for both teams. Again, Virtus.pro trying to catch up in the leaderboard here, but they've lost a few games over today and yesterday. So much pressure for both sides. Snax with the Mag 7 again. We can expect him to be playing close pop dog. Some nice flash into main, which may spare his team from being flashed, from being killed in fact. He's going to go for a main push it seems. Shoulder peek coming in for JW, and he's going to try to dance with death here. JW going for the crouch peek, but Snax just too fast.
Virtus.pro trying to bring themselves back from the brink of destruction, out of the chasm, the ravine that they found themselves in. And right now it's not going too badly. Snax with a big play. But Paweł's got to hold this down. He'll take the first frag. And now Fnatic start to experience a level of desperation in this round. They are losing all the picking opportunities. It's now down to KRIMZ and flusha. KRIMZ has been performing the best for his team in this train match so far.
Indeed, it seems Virtus.pro may have launched themselves out of the chasm and put Fnatic in a ditch. But they've got to stop this bomb plant. Indeed, they will. That's going to help their opportunities going forward. 4-round deficit for the Polish side. But there's still a lot of money here for Fnatic, so the pressure will continue. And even after this round, they could still go for another force. So there's no end in sight just yet for VP.
Absolutely, it's looking rather grim here for Virtus.pro, but they do have a good buy at the very least. So there is that. And what is the plan here from Snax and NEO? They've been pretty key so far. NEO's not on an AWP, it's Snax instead. He's been AWPing for them. Oh, head is spotted, head is ripped cleanly off by the AWP of JW. He's been doing that with some consistency so far. And now Fnatic might be thinking that an assault is due instead of taking more engagements. 1 versus 1. Time to get the bodies in there as a team.
We have a player lurking towards Ivy for Fnatic, but Virtus.pro do not have aggressive angles. They may go for a peek soon though. Looks like they're going for a double peek towards Ivy. Indeed they will. There's olofmeister over there, just holding an angle, maybe waiting for the CTs to push through while time is on their side, but time is soon disappearing for Fnatic to play on their round advantage. Maybe trying to punish Virtus.pro for looking for information, but Virtus.pro only picking Ivy now, and they won't find any information. Still no indication from the bomb as to where it might go, as there's a push coming into the B bomb site.
Yeah, the entry is down by Dennis, but NEO is being responsible, a vanguard for Virtus.pro in this round. And he has just completely stopped the push, and the bomb has not been picked up, so kind of odds that Fnatic would make the push without the bomb.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what is going on at the moment here. It's finally being picked up, but there's only 10 seconds as JW enters main, and he's going to be the last man for his team in a 1 versus 2. The bomb should go down here, but he could get picked off immediately by NEO if he's not careful. Looking towards Pop, but there's going to be nobody there. Connector and Ivy are the current locations of the CTs. JW now moving towards Pop, getting the angle onto NEO in fact, so going to try and flash himself out, see if he resets his position or if he will just remain in that position. The Molotov is heading his way, but JW would get the frag regardless. So match point for Fnatic. Let's see what the CT economy is like in what could be the last round.
Really, it tells the story of Fnatic's T side with that 1 versus 3 sort of situation from JW. He's been doing all these crazy important impact frags just all over the place. All of his frags have been super important, and you can see he's the one that's going to take them to match point. Virtus.pro set to an awful buy. And will they find aggression with it, or will they just settle down and wait for the push to come in? The inevitable onslaught from the Swedes, and olofmeister is going to alleviate Snax of his life.
Caught looking in the wrong place as olofmeister. Dennis to trade though, even though he had a smoke in his hand at the beginning of that engagement. So good start from Fnatic. Only 3 Virtus.pro players left, only 1 primary weapon, and it's a short range Mag 7. So things looking dire for Virtus.pro at present. Again, the bomb left in the same passive position as last time. Hopefully Fnatic don't wait for 20 seconds to push on this occasion. Indeed, it seems flusha's going to retrieve the bomb now.
The slow creep from JW is not going to come up with anything just yet. We do have NEO's close on Ali. If he can get the frag there and pick up a weapon, could very much help Virtus.pro, and indeed he'll get the kill. Does pasha, even in fact. flusha with the bomb plant though, and TaZ is going to come in from PopDog. I believe that he must have been heard. Although JW is just shooting as he's running. Somehow TaZ is not detected. He's going to run in, pick up the weapon. He's not going to get anything done though, but he has spotted out a player for pasha. He's going to have no idea that KRIMZ is so close, and that's going to be that. Fnatic will actually win, opposite to what I expected. And they did so with a really sick T-side performance.
Yeah, it was fairly comprehensive in the end, and I guess the one thing we can say about the 2 times we've seen this new look Fnatic is that JW seems to be the one that's really benefiting. He's been in a slump of late, but actually under the new guidance of flusha seems to be, I don't know, a bit more explosive than we've seen in recent times. He's impressed me the last 2 days.
It was interesting to see olofmeister pick up an AWP, just olofmeister in one round as well, which makes me wonder if it was a spawn-based thing or if they were swapping places or what it was. But the fact there's some variation there might be a plus for them.
Yeah. And for Virtus.pro, Dan, it continues to be a wretched time in the FACEIT League. I don't know what that does to their chances of qualifying. I mean, they've got so many games in hand. I know we'll be taking a look at the standings very soon, but I'll just ask you your thoughts about them. Can we get a read on where they are yet, Dan, or is it still up for grabs? I'm
not sure where they are in the rankings, which I'm pretty sure will update us in a moment. But as far as their performance on this map at least, it really felt like they had a lot of troubles on their CT side, a lot of troubles. And it was coming from the fact that JW was actually making a lot of entries, a lot of picks. And it was often Snax that was going down as well. And when Snax dies, it puts pasha in a position of a lot of pressure because Fnatic were often trying to push Ali as well. They weren't doing the kind of classic thing where you after you get the pick, everyone comes back towards PopDog and team and you rush like that if you take yard. They're actually leaving a guy or two, sometimes an Ali, to push. And because Snax is dead, pasha has no one to fall back on. So if pasha dies in those spots, then it just crumbles. The defense completely crumbles. And we're seeing this happening over and over again. We have some good performances clutch-wise from some of the players, but generally speaking, Fnatic were just all over the clutches, especially JW and KRIMZ. KRIMZ played really well too. Anything to add, James?
KRIMZ did have some really nice whooping actually.
Yeah.
Some just great snaps as well, which is, you know, to do that kind of thing you have to AWP a lot. So I don't know if he practices AWPing in his spare time on deathmatch servers or something, but it was nice to see everybody capable pretty much of every tool in Fnatic.
Well, speaking of AWPing, I think we're going to do another one of our famous Cobble giveaways, where you've got a chance of getting a Dragon Lore skin. It is a slim chance. Very, very slim. But
very slim indeed.
Yeah, but it's worth it. So who's the winner?
The winner is Wilk DH.
Wilk DH. Congratulations to you.
DreamHack?
Quite possibly. Might also stand for Derek Hausman. Just
maybe it does.
Random names there, of course. Now let's see. Is there a Dragon Lore in this box to begin with? Well, you can see a sea of grey. Like a...
It's always grey.
Yeah, ooh, very close to that P2000, but not close enough. You're getting the old ump. And let's see, who's it signed by?
Is that Pronax?
Is that Pronax? That's
wow.
actually...
That might be worth something one day.
Apparently his stickers have gone up 5 times.
Yeah, really?
Yeah.
Well, there we are then. So congratulations to you, Wilk DH. Enjoy playing with your new toy. Now, stop it, Dan. There'll be no innuendo here. This is a classy show. So also, if we can have a look at the standings. My fine feathered friend there in the booth.
Feathered friend?
Indeed, he's the chicken, isn't he, from the adverts? That's Reese. So there we go. That's why we have the chicken in. That explains why he often pecks the wrong button when we don't want him to. So there you go. Envious, even though they lost with the stand-in yesterday, still sitting pretty at the top of the table with 27 points. Not far behind them is TSM. Then you can see NIP there with 21.
They played really well yesterday, by the way.
Yeah.
They actually played really well.
Looking
they
more
won
like
2.
Their old selves, dare I say, especially Freiburg.
I was very surprised.
Yeah, well, yeah, I think we all were caught off guard slightly by that. Then below them is Fnatic, who needed that win desperately to keep their LAN hopes alive. 21 points for them. Then G2 Esports also on 21, so you can see it's all closely packed together. Virtus.pro, with 4 games in hand on everyone else, are 6 points adrift with 15. And then we get right down into the doldrums. HellRaisers also on 15, but with 2 extra games played. And I think they're technically mathematically eliminated. Is that right, Reese, with Fnatic winning that game? There still could be a massive tie. How big a tie when you say massive, my chicken friend? 5? 5, there you go.
Imagine a 5-way tie.
So
it's interesting, the variance is quite consistent in that pretty much every team has won around 50% of their games. Apart from Titan, who are 2 for 10.
Yeah, apart from Titan, who have had a really, really awful time in FACEIT consistently. So, I believe at this juncture we should probably do what we did yesterday, just in the interest of consistency, and I will ask you what moment has stood out for you today. What's going to be ingrained in that Bardolph memory?
The double nade on cobblestone.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was bad.
And actually, I'd say number 1 was the knife from Neo that just came out of nowhere through the smoke with maybe half a second left on that defuse. Yeah. That was very exciting.
For me, I'd say how badly G2 savaged Virtus.pro on cash. That was amazing. And
just an interesting statistic for you. That's now 5 in a row. For
really?
G2 versus VP.
Interesting, very interesting.
So they're really becoming their nemesis. It's gone beyond Kryptonite now. We're now at Nemesis stage, which is in case you're wondering, Dan, that's worse.
Yes. Thanks.
There you go.
Thanks.
Helping him out. So anyway, I think that's the end of the show, is it, guys?
Indeed it is. It's been a pleasure to have you on the show.
No, thanks a lot for having me. I've enjoyed it, actually. This is real fun. It's a lot more chilled out than what I'm used to.
Yeah.
Obviously, having a chicken for a producer, that lends its own unique set of challenges, but it's pretty good. Pretty good for a chicken. He plays a mean game of chess. But yeah, I've had a lot of fun. I hope we get to do it again sometime soon. And I'm not just saying that because obviously I need the work. hair transplant is coming soon, guys. They're between £3,000 and £6,000. I need every penny. So if you liked me, moan at FACEIT to get me back. Fans, I do have some. But other than that, thank you. It's been a wonderful time. Great to hang out in the studio.
Welcome.
And obviously, thanks, of course, to all of our sponsors, who I won't even try and remember them this time, because that leads to embarrassment. But thanks to all of them for supporting the show. And thanks to all of you for watching. It's been an amazing day of Counter-Strike, and there are more to come. When are you guys next back on it?
Tomorrow, of course.
It never ends. Tomorrow, of course. I don't know how these guys do it seriously. They've got the stamina of the Trojans. Anyway, with that said, let's close out the show. Thanks to everyone. We will see you next time.